Hello everyone, welcome back to another session on data learning. And in today's session, we're going to learn about the different career opportunities available when you acquire the skills of Microsoft Azure, when you learn Microsoft Azure, right? So the agenda is simple. You are going to look at different roles and responsibilities, right? When you just acquire the skill of Microsoft Azure, what are the roles and what are their responsibilities? My name is Abidunisa Begum. I am a technical and a soft skills trainer. Right, so that's all about myself. Moving towards the topic. So about the Azure Careers, Microsoft has Azure data centers in 140 countries and serves more global regions than any other cloud provider. So this is, this enormous network of infrastructure that is a part of the reason why most of the Fortune 500 companies they are moving towards Azure. And as these businesses are moving towards Microsoft Azure, demand for skilled cloud professionals is only going to increase. Right now, there are very less Azure talent around, and to fill the increasing number of roles on the market, so companies are just battling to land the best candidate. And in this process, the wages are just going up. So, according to IDC, almost 40% of all IT jobs will be cloud focused by 2021. So, if you want to build a rewarding lifelong career in technology, you need to get on board with cloud. As serverless computing is becoming the new normal, and those who start, equipping themselves with valuable skills, you will be able to, be irreplaceable for the years to come, right? So, let's look at some of the best Azure careers we can get in. And before that, I have something for you. Let us see, these are, some of the Microsoft certifications, brand new role-based certifications. So if you are interested in any of these positions, just go to the Microsoft website and then, you can just have a look at these. What does these certifications do? So, for example, if you are interested in Azure Administrator Associate, so this certification verifies that you have the skills to perform the job efficiently and tests your ability to implement and maintain Microsoft Azure solutions. Similarly, it's for Azure Developer and Azure Solutions Architect as well. So just go there and have a look, and if you are interested in any of them, you might want to go ahead with it. So, doing these certifications will only give you, get a head start as in your Azure career. So, coming back to Azure Administrator, prerequisites will be, what you have to, the skills that you have to acquire before you want to apply for this job of Azure Administrator. So, you should have a good hold on SQL database, backup and disaster recovery, virtualization, high availability techniques, and you should be able to monitor the performance of Azure apps and services, perform audits, and proactively work to optimize functionality. As an Azure administrator, what will be your responsibilities? So, um, you know, you should be, I'll tell you. So, you might be working in-house at an organization, end user organization. You would be overseeing Azure products and leasing with users to help them get the most out of the services. Or you could be working with or for a Microsoft partner, providing managed services to their clients and working on a network on a number of different Azure instances or providing support for businesses migrating to the cloud, right? So as an Azure administrator, these are your responsibilities. Next, we have Azure Developer. So like all the developers, Azure developers, they build and deploy apps and services on Azure platform here. So you'll be charged with designing, creating, implementing, and maintaining solutions from technical infrastructure to different applications. Now, what are the prerequisites or basic skill that you should acquire? You should have are JavaScript, C, HTML, .NET, SQL Server, jQuery, Angular, and Visual Studio Team Services. Right? So this is about Azure Developer. I hope you have understood the responsibilities as well as the prerequisites or the skills that you need to acquire. Now, Azure Solutions Architect. As an Azure Solution Architect, you should have good knowledge on computing, network, storage, and security in Azure. So just like traditional architects, it's a solution architect's job to take specification from end users and create a solution that meets the requirements given. So a solutions architect is both highly technical and consultative. So you're the link between end users and the cloud teams that will build the solution. So you need to have both hands-on experience with Microsoft .NET stack and excellent communication and customer relation skills or relationship building skills, right? That's about solution architects. Next we have Azure Consultant. So though this role is not as technical as the developers or the architects role, Azure consultants, they still need to have a broad knowledge of Azure as a whole. So as the clients, they'll have different needs and different objectives like lowering the cost, improving productivity, or tightening up security. So if you have good knowledge of all these, you will be able to advise on all these fronts to be a great consultant. So consider this scenario. When an organization is ready to take the first step towards a cloud first approach to their operations, they speak to the Azure consultant. So often these Azure consultants, they are called as pre-sales consultants. These professionals chat to businesses, find out what they want to get out of the switch to the cloud, gain an understanding of their requirements, and then map out the best possible solution. That's about Azure consultant. Next, we have Azure DevOps engineers. They're responsible for bringing together the people, processes, and technologies to deliver and improve first-rate products that meet user needs and business objectives on an ongoing basis. Right? So basically, DevOps engineer they'll work hand in hand with system admins, architects, developers. So you'll also need to have these good communication skills, and then the basic skills that you need to acquire would be development and coding with PowerShell, .NET, and C, system deployment with wider operations, understand DevOps strategy, roll out continuous integration and delivery, implement dependency management and application infrastructure, and then develop roadmaps for current and future cloud deployments. So that's about Azure DevOps Engine. So there are some other roles also data related, like Azure Security Engineer we have of related to cyber security. So in an age where cyber threats are constantly evolving, so keeping up with developments and ensuring an organization's Azure platform is secure, this is going to be a full-time job as an Azure Security Engineer. So it would be your responsibility to implement and configure security controls and policies, manage the access to data, and monitor threats to ensure the app's containers, infrastructure, and networks are protected. Right? Now, what is an Azure data scientist? So, data scientists will be expected to consult with commercial leaders to determine business needs, prepare data for modeling, carry out feature engineering, and continually develop and evaluate the models. Now, you should, as a data scientist, you should be familiar with Azure data services like Machine Learning Studio as well as tools like Hadoop, Spark, and be able to visualize data using platforms like Tableau and Power BI, right? That's about Azure data scientist. We have Azure AI engineer. You should be equipped with skills and knowledge to help organizations utilize cutting edge technology with the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, Azure AI engineers, they will be among the most sought after technological professionals in the coming years. Why? Why is that? Because more businesses move to automate their processes and rely more heavily on machine learning processes. AI engineers will be at the forefront of rolling out these developments then. So designing, training, integrating, and deploying smart models across various technological platforms will be your responsibility. Next we have Azure Data Manager, or data engineer or data manager. So data is an organization's most precious commodity. Making sure that data can be accessed efficiently and protecting it from damage, theft, or misuse should be the top priority. That's what data engineers or these data managers they do. They're responsible for designing, implementing ways to govern supervise, and secure the company's data using tools from across Azure's data services. Right? So I hope this was understood. You have understood all the roles and responsibilities. So if you have anything for me, any suggestions or anything that you want to learn about Azure, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for being with me throughout this session and happy learning. Goodbye till the next session.